Of humidity, I just want to kind of break it down for you. The reason why it feels so sticky for us here in Southern California, because usually our weather is really pleasant and the moisture in our atmosphere is at mid 50s. So that's when we feel it's so nice, right? But anytime it kind of gets over the mid 50s, we feel it here. And so I just want to show you really quickly. This is the dew point scale. So stickiness anywhere from 60 to mid 60s. And that's exactly what we're dealing now. So I'm going to show you the map right here where we're waking up this morning to some mid to low 60s in the dew points. So that is why it is really starting to feel very tropical, very sticky for our standards here in Southern California. And you pair that with the high temperatures. Yeah, that's why it just feels a little bit more uncomfortable for our standards. But I'm going to open up the windows to show you that it is a beautiful morning so far before things really start to heat up again. We're still under that next weather alert that I've extended into this evening for a lot of our inland communities, and I want to show you. So that means once you get away from the coast, the valleys, the Inland Empire, LA and Orange County, we've taken the mountains out today, but we've included the deserts again. So these are the areas all under that next weather alert. We're just alerting you or warning you that it's going to get hot again. We had that humidity, so that's why it didn't cool down the way we liked. And then we're going to continue to possibly see some isolated thunderstorms and showers as we head toward the afternoon. So here's a look. I want to show you temperature wise. We are definitely looking at those temperatures starting to pick up as we head into the afternoon. So we're still going to be dealing with a triple digit conditions in areas like Woodland Hills, triple digits for Santa Clarita. And then again, with that moisture still pushing in, that monsoonal moisture, it's going to feel hotter than what we're reading on the thermometer. Right near the coast, we have those nice temperatures in the low 80s. Still hot, especially for this time of year, but we'll take it compared to the rest of Southern California, where temperatures are going to be in the mid 90s for downtown LA. And then we have those mid 80s or upper 80s, that is, for Santa Ana. And then on the coast for Huntington Beach, 79. And then temperatures for Mission Viejo today topping out at 91 degrees. But as we head into the Inland Empire, these are the areas yesterday that we did see those isolated thunderstorms and showers. So a lot of that moisture really started to push in, and we saw it there in the future cast I was showing you. Today, it looks like most of the action will probably be over the mountains and also our desert communities, but we can't rule out the possibility. There's still a slight chance that some of our friends in the Inland Empire could see some monsoonal thunderstorms pop up. But right now, it's just a slight chance compared to what we saw yesterday, because now a lot of that moisture is drifting more to the higher elevations. So this is something, again, that we will continue to monitor. And as we get a little bit closer to the afternoon, we'll know a little bit more. But here's a look at, again, the areas under that next weather alert that I've issued through this evening: valleys, Inland Empire, deserts, and also LA and Orange County. All right, so what are we talking about in terms of temperatures this morning? It already feels really muggy. You can see we're starting off this Wednesday morning with those temperatures in the 70s already for Claremont, which also saw some showers yesterday. 74 for San Bernardino, 71 for Fullerton. Now here is a look at where we actually saw the most of the rain. A lot of the rain stayed over into the Inland Empire, into a lot of our mountain communities. So Mount San Jacinto saw just under 1.5 inches of rain, and then Hart Bar, which is located in the San Bernardino County Mountains, saw over 1 inch of rain, and then Idlewild saw just over 1/4 inch of rain. Big Bear Lake saw over 1/4 inch of rain as well, and then Lucerne Valley in the high desert communities, and then the Sperry area barely saw anything, just a few 1/100ths of an inch, but that's where we saw most of the rain. We did see maybe a trace in some parts of the San Fernando Valley, but again, it's so dry at the surface, some of that rain just didn't make it all the way down to the ground, but we definitely heard the rumble of the thunder. So when thunder roars, head indoors. So we're still sandwiched between both systems right now, funneling in that monsoonal moisture, hot and humid. It's still going to be a warm overnight, but the good news is that things are going to slowly start to feel better once we head toward the end of the week. So this is where we're seeing most of the activity this morning. So it's moving into the Nevada area, but we're going to slowly start to feel those temperatures cool, because we're getting out of the 90-degree conditions for LA and Orange County starting tomorrow, and then we'll just continue to cool, and that dry, cooler air that we like will be returning by the time we head into the weekend. Still another day of triple digits for the valleys into tomorrow, and then 90s finally once we head toward the end of the week. And for the Inland Empire, there's still a chance of those afternoon thunderstorms drifting off the mountains. But again, the chance is not as great as yesterday, but we will start to feel that improvement as we head toward the weekend. All right, Kalina, back to you.